Thanks for joining us here on Fox 10. I'm Chief Meteorologist Jason Smith with a look at the latest here with a tropical wave, which we're going to have to monitor because it could end up in our backyard by the weekend in the eastern Gulf of Mexico. Right now, it's just a tropical wave, so it's not a depression or storm yet. And we're calling the odds of development at 70% over 7 days. Not much of a chance of it developing, kind of a low-end chance in the short term over the next 2 days, but by Saturday could start to organize in the southern or southeastern Gulf of Mexico, and where it moves off of Cuba will be very important as to where it will end up eventually. And right now it's kind of anybody's guess. The models are suggesting some things, so we'll get into that. So right now the disturbance is over the greater Antilles. It may develop in the eastern Gulf Saturday or Sunday. The local impacts are completely unknown. It's going to be dependent on the track and intensity, and we're going to have the updates here on Fox 10 weather app, on fox10tv.com, on our platforms, and also on our newscasts as we work our day through the day tomorrow. You can check in with Matt in the morning, Nicholas during the day, and I'll be in tomorrow evening. Water temperatures are up in the Gulf, and some of those are very high. I've got water temperatures just down in the Atlantic at 86, 89 in the northern Gulf. So definitely the conditions favorable for this to develop based on water temperature. We are looking at it right in through here in the areas of western Cuba by Saturday. Then we see it moving up into the northern Gulf where there may be a little wind shear. There is some wind shear over the southeastern United States. So we'll see how that plays into things. It may limit some of the intensity, but the water's super warm, so that definitely would green light it for intensification. And there's not a lot of motion with this, so it could be meandering across the northern Gulf in time. Here's a look at some of the models. They all pretty much say the same thing, central or western Cuba through Saturday. After that, there's pretty good spread, as you would imagine, at this early stage of the game where we don't even really have a starting point. And some of the models have it closer to Panama City or even the Panhandle, the Western Panhandle, while the GFS solution and the global models like the European are saying more over the Eastern Panhandle or Florida's Big Bend region. We're also seeing some of the models kind of slow down or stop, meaning it could stall. So that's not a good thing. In the meantime, the heat index today has been terrible, and tomorrow it's going to be terrible, maybe a little worse. Highs in the upper 90s to near 100 in the inland spots tomorrow. We've got Evergreen at 99 tomorrow, so drink a lot of water. Heat advisories are up. Here's your 4-day forecast, and odds of rain tomorrow only 30%, but they jump to 50% Saturday and Sunday. And our daytime highs might back off a little. We'll see what happens with any kind of a tropical system. The ultimate scenario would be a tropical system fairly weak in nature, goes just to our east, and we see a little break in the heat, but we'll see how it plays out. A lot of different potential possibilities. More information to come on Fox 10 News.